Om Tat Sat. Thank you so much, Anil. Beautifully chanted. God bless you. God bless you. Time now for our small satsang on Aparoksh Anubhuti that we have started a few days ago. I'm taking one shlok from the beautiful Shastra that Bhagwan Adi Shankaracharya has written. And it's once again, the emphasis is on the practical application of Vedant. And this is one more, just like we did Sadhana Panchakam, Aparoksh Anubhuti is also another text which gives us the practical way of moving towards our spiritual goal. So let's go with shlok number 6 today. Let me chant it. Sadaiva vasanatyaga shamoyamiti shabditaha nigraho bahyavrittanam vrittinam dama ityabhidhiyate. Translation goes as abandonment of desires at all times is called shama, and restraint of the external functions of the organs is called dama. So aparoksh anubhuti really means self-realization, the experience of a spontaneous awakening that all seekers are experiencing, where we realize, who am I? We realize the self. And according to Vedanta, this is the pinnacle, the goal for which we are all striving, perhaps for many, many lifetimes. So first you have the realization, and then you have to stay with that. You have to establish yourself in that. So to attain this knowledge of who am I, Bhagwan Adi Shankaracharya has given many, many texts, many written, many composed, many texts. And in them, in one of them, Vivek Chudamani, he has given the 4 qualifications that a seeker will need to develop within himself to be able to understand the knowledge which will lead then to self-awakening. So these 4 qualifications, you know already, it's called sadhana chatushtay. And we have already studied 2 of those qualifications in shlok 4 and 5, that is Vivek and Vairagya. So now 3 shlokas are going to be devoted to the next qualification. So 3 shlokas are there for the 3rd qualification. The 3rd qualification is called Shat Sampatti, or 6 wealths that a seeker needs to develop. So today in shlok number 6, we will do 2 of those wealths, treasures that a seeker must develop. It's called Shama and Dama. Let's go with Shama. So what exactly is Shama? Shama is the ability for a seeker to master the mind. So even in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagwan Krishna has given us a beautiful shloka to give us the importance of the mind. I'm going to chant it for you. It's chapter 6, shlok 6. And it's Bhagwan Krishna says, Bandhuratmatmanastasya yenatmevatmana jitaha anatmanastu shatrutve vartitatmeva shatruvat. Bhagwan Krishna tells Arjun, those who have conquered the mind, for them, the mind is a friend. But for those who have not yet conquered the mind becomes an enemy. And that is exactly what Bhagwan Adi Shankaracharya is also telling us, that the biggest wealth, the first wealth that a seeker must have is the ability to master the mind. So why is it that the mind becomes an enemy? How does the mind become an enemy? If you understand that, then you will know how to train it. If you don't know what is your enemy and why something is your enemy, how will we ever be able to train it? So let me give you 5 points which I feel make the mind an enemy for all of us. So the first point that makes the mind an enemy is our desires, vasana. That is why in the shlok also, Bhagwan's first words are Sadaiva Vasana Tyaga. You have to tyaga, you have to renounce your vasanas, your desires. Because these desires are coming from deep within the mind, antakaran, and continuously they are rising and urging us to act in the outside world. And you know that to have Aparoksh Anubhuti, self-realization, you have to go inwards, not outwards. So this outward movement, because of the vasanas, because of the desires, will prevent the mind from being still, right? So you need to make the mind still. So the first enemy is your desires. The second is the mind is also like a storehouse of many memories. Everything that we have experienced becomes stored in the mind. Good experiences also and bad experiences also. And the mind goes on ruminating over those memories. These memories continuously make the mind agitated, and therefore we cannot focus on our goal. We are continuously living in the past. Memories are things of the past, good or bad. Both need to be dropped. So desire and memory. Third, you know, the very nature of the mind is called sankalp vikalp. You think of doing something, then immediately you think, I should not do. I should do, I should not do. I should do, I should not do. This continuous wavering of the mind will again prevent it from being stable. The mind needs to be still. The mind needs to be stable. The mind needs to be undisturbed. So once again, this ability to keep on wavering is the nature of the mind, but it also prevents us from Aparoksh Anubhuti. So keeping the mind still. It also, if you keep having sankalp vikalp, you will not be able to take any definite action, because you'll always not be able to decide which action is right for you. Fourth, the mind, if it is not trained, it reacts to any external stimulus. And impulsively, we do actions, or impulsively we speak things without pausing, without thinking whether it's Shreya or Priya. And this is again another nature of an untrained mind. An untrained mind is an enemy of a seeker. And why is it an enemy? What's the problem if I don't stop and pause and think what is good for me and what is not good for me? We are going to incur karma. So if it is not a good action, we have done something without having a thought about it, without creating a gap, without pausing, we are likely to create karma. That again becomes an enemy for the seeker. And finally, you know that we have always talked about the 5 enemies of a seeker: Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Mad, Matsarya. These 5 avguns make the mind impure. And without purifying the mind, Aparoksh Anubhuti cannot be possible. So, taking all these 5 points of why the mind can become your enemy, obviously, what would be the sadhana, or how would we develop Shama? By Karma Yoga. When you do all your actions in Karma Yoga Bhav, without Karta Bhav, without Bhokta Bhav, dedicating all your actions, doing your Swadharma correctly, you will purify the mind. A pure mind will be still, a pure mind will be stable, a pure mind will be able to stay still and contemplate on your final goal. So all this is about Shama, mastering the mind. Then Bhagwan Adi Shankaracharya also talks about Dhamma. Dhamma is the second sampatti, the second wealth of a seeker. So if Shama is the ability to master the mind, Dhamma is the ability to master your Indriya. We have 10 Indriyas, 5 Indriyas, organs of perception, and 5 organs of action, right? So these organs of perception and action, again, they are all Bahir Mukhi. They are all turned outwards into sansar. And they again draw the mind, draw the seeker into sansar. Again, making us unable to settle within ourselves and contemplate on the divine. So with proper training, we will be able to control, restrain the organs. Again, in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagwan Krishna tells us the technique. See, somewhere the sadhana is given in one text, and in another text we are studying the technique. That is the beauty of Bhagavad Gita. Let me tell you this technique from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, shlok 58. Yada samhar techayam kurmonganiva sarvashah indriyan indriyarthebhya tasya prajna pratisthita. Technique of restraining the senses. When like a tortoise that draws its limbs from all directions, the seeker withdraws his senses from the sense objects, his mind becomes steady. You see, the sense organs and the organs of action have been gifted to us. See, it's in our design. Bhagwan has created it. For what reason? Bhagwan has created these senses for us to navigate this world. It's our GPS. We can know where to go, how to do, how to sit, talk, not to indulge in the sense objects. That is not the purpose for which these indriyas have been given to us. So we have to use these indriyas just like a tortoise uses its limbs. When a tortoise is walking, if it perceives danger here and there, what does it do? It brings all its limbs, its head, everything under its shell till the danger has passed. In the same way, when we perceive that our mind, our sense organs, our organs of action are getting attracted to vishayas which are dangerous for our spiritual growth, we must withdraw all our senses within us. Means we must focus on our spiritual goal. Imagine like a tortoise, we just bring everything inside and focus on our divine self. All right. So what should we do? One danger is there, we think that, okay, when there's a danger, I should just close my eyes. I should just focus, not look out, close my eyes, close my ears, close my nose. I cannot live like that, right? I cannot live like that. So you cannot just live without all your sense organs working. So what do? You do that with understanding. Otherwise, what will happen? If you just sit with your eyes closed like that, outside stimulus will go away, but inside stimulus will become multiplied. So it will become hypocritical. It will be a pretense, your meditation practice, until and unless that withdrawal of the senses is not accompanied by an understanding, this Vishaya is dangerous for me, therefore I do not want to engage in it. Let me go within myself and let me focus on my goal. So Shama and Dhamma, these two go hand in hand. One helps the other. Either Shama will help Dhamma, Dhamma will also help Shama. They go together. And think of the chariot of Bhagwan Krishna. The horses are what take us outside. They are our indriyas. The mind is the rein of the chariot. But that rein of the chariot has to be held in the hands of Buddhi, Bhagwan Krishna. And therefore, using Viveka, which was the first sadhana, first qualification, using Vivek, practice Sama and Dhamma. These two wealths are extremely important for a sadhak, you and me. To next Thursday, I will talk about two more wealths, but till then, do try and practice Sama and Dhamma, mastering the mind and mastering the sense organs and organs of action. That will help you very beautifully in reaching your final goal, which is Aparoksh Anubhuti. Okay? Om. 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 Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Chidarpanam. Jai Gurudev. God bless everyone. Thank you for joining.